What's up, everybody? It's a movie guy. I just got done watching one of my all-time favorite sports movies, Field of Dreams, and this was based off the book by W.P. Kinsella called Shoeless Joe. Phil Alden Robinson directed this movie, which he wrote Ghost Dad. He also directed the Band of Brothers series, which is a fantastic series. If you've never seen Band of Brothers on HBO, it is amazing. This had a budget of $15 million and went on to gross $85 million. It was nominated for Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, and James Horner, which he's a fantastic composer, was nominated for Best Score. It didn't get any nominations for any Golden Globes, but it did win an award in Japan, the Hachi Awards. It won for Best Foreign Movie, and they filmed this movie around Kevin Costner's schedule because August he was going to leave to film another movie called Revenge, and Phil Alden didn't think they were going to get Kevin Costner because he just got done filming Bull Durham, and they didn't think he was going to do another baseball movie. And one of my favorite Kevin Costner movies of all time, besides Untouchables, like those two are like neck and neck. Phil Alden always had James Earl Jones in mind to play Terrence Mann because he said he thought it would be just funny for the scene where Ray goes and kidnaps Terrence Mann and takes him to the baseball game. But because they were afraid of conflict making of the movie with Kevin Costner, they actually asked Tom Hanks to play Ray Kinsella, but he turned it down. And I was like, wow, that would have been a total different movie. Burt Lancaster, who played Moonlight Graham, turned down the role. He said no. Originally, they were going to get James Stewart to play Moonlight Graham, but then one of Burt Lancaster's friends, who was a huge baseball fan, says, no, you have to do this movie. And also a very sad note, this was Burt Lancaster's last movie because he passed away in 1994. And being a huge White Sox fan ever since the 80s, this movie means a lot to me also. Ray Liotta, I think this is one of his best roles. I love him as Shoeless Joe Jackson. A little bit about Shoeless Joe Jackson. He was originally played with the Philadelphia Athletics and then went to the Indians. But then the White Sox made a trade for him in 1915 for Braggle Roth, Ed Keffler, and Larry Chappell. They did win the World Series in 1917, so I'm glad that Shoeless Joe Jackson did get a World Series championship in 1917. He still holds the record for the highest batting average for a rookie at 408, and he's the third highest baseball player with the best average at 356, with Ty Cobb and Roger Hornsby being number 1 and 2. So he does hold the season world record for the Indians and the White Sox for most triples ever in a season. And then we all know that what happened in 1919 with the White Sox and the Cincinnati Reds, they threw the World Series because There was a lot of sports gamblers involved that actually went to the players and said, hey, you know, you could make this much money and get this money on the side. There's also this rumor that mobsters was involved, but it kind of depends who it is. And I doubt, you know, being from Chicago, that Al Capone went to the White Sox and been like, hey, throw the World Series. You know, because Al Capone was a huge White Sox fan, and there is no way that he would have done that, where they would have threw it through the World Series. So in 19, so he got banned, and there was eight players all in eight players all in general got banned, and I believe fined by Major League Baseball. But in 1921, the players were found not guilty, but they were still banned. But in 2005, Shoeless Joe Jackson was unbanned. So I am hoping that he will get a Hall of Fame inductee, because I feel like he belongs in it. He was a fantastic baseball player. That is a player I would have loved to see play baseball. And yeah, this movie is just so fantastic. I think it's great. The James Horner score is great. The characters are great. I love Amy Madigan in this. James Earl Jones is great. Burt Lancaster is great. Ray Liotta is great. I think my favorite scene in Feild of Dreams is probably when he meets Joe Jackson for the first time, and he's hitting balls out to him, and he's like, hey, hit my curve. But I also love probably my other second favorite scene is probably when Archie, Moonlight Graham, is like going up the bat for the first time, because he never had a hit. He never, you know, made it to the majors. And I also love the scene where he drops Terrence he drops Terrence Mann off, and he makes a U-turn, and he's like, Moonlight Graham. He's like, you saw it. He's like, you saw what? He's like, you saw it, Moonlight Graham. And he's just like, what do you mean we're gonna go to, you know, Minnesota to get Moonlight Graham? And he's like, how the hell am I supposed to know? Like, that whole scene is great. There's so many great scenes in this movie, and I think it's definitely, for people who appreciate baseball, I think it's one of the best baseball movies of all time. Sports movies, it's definitely in the top five. Yeah, it's just a fantastic movie. 10 out of 10. Epic, fantastic. I just love it. There's just so many good moments in this movie, and obviously at the end with Ray having a catch with his dad, which is just, it's such a great feel-good movie. So anyway, that's it from the movie guy. Hopefully everybody has a great night. I'll talk to you later.